Sorry for the delay. Welcome to Blended Healing. Welcome again to Blended Healing, and I'm so sorry that I was late. I had a lot of snafus going on, so I'm trying to catch my breath. I don't know if they wanted me to connect and go live because it's not what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not supposed to be live on this channel. I'm supposed to be on hiatus. as you hear me state over and over and over again. But like I said, I made a promise to finish doing the Starseed series, and we are on the last day. Today is the day that you find out if you are a starseed or not. So I'm going to be doing several exercises. Well, not several. We're going to do a couple of interactive things. So you can find out if you are a starseed. So let me just tell you the modules, because you should have went through the different modules to find out if you are a starseed and what resonated with you. So in module 1, we went over, see, when I tell you snafus, a lot of snafus. Module 1, we went over the background of starseeds. We went over the Palladians. Mod 2, we did Sirians, Arcturians, and Andromedans. Mod 3, we did Orions, Mintakans, and Greys. Mod 4, we did Indigo, Crystal, and Rainbow Children. In Mod 5, we did Light Workers. Mod 6, Atlanteans, Lumerians, Moldavans, Lyrians, and Felines. Mod 7, Blu-ray, Venetians, Polarians, and Procyon. Mod 8, Dark Reptilians, Draconians, and we also touched on the Starseed activation and awakening. So tonight is the night, y'all. I put together some interactive tools. First, we're going to do a short one in regards to based upon numerology and life paths. So I ask you, if you do not have a piece of paper and a pen, I please ask you to get that right now. I'll give you a couple of minutes to go take care of that. Thank you. So, in the meantime, while you're getting that, how's everybody doing today? Yeah, today I took a weather day. My mental was not where I needed it to be, and I needed to just get some sleep. I didn't have enough sleep this week. Lots going on, lots going on, as I'm sure lots are going on with you. And I just wanted to take the time out. I tell you about snafus today. Woo, child. Hey Shank, Rock. Thanks for coming. Thank you, Shank Rock. Hey, Lady K. Salute to you. Salute to you. Salute to each and every one of you. Thank you for your support. I really do mean it. When I tell you that today was one of those days, today is one of them days. Like, for real, for real. Like, I took the day off to get my head right. Then the security system died. So now the security guy system is here to fix the security system and all the cameras. Um, the phone calls from solicitors were off the chain. I never realized, I guess in a way I do, but I never realized how busy that stuff is during the day. And I just wanted to get some sleep. And I just couldn't seem to achieve that. So I said, you know what? This is a good time to finish putting the presentation together. So thank you again for your patience. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm kind of excited. I hope you got your pen and paper ready, because this is going to be really interactive and very cool. So the first thing I need to tell you about being a star seed is that you need to go with your intuition. If your intuition is telling you that you belong to a certain star seed, go with your intuition. Your intuition is the strongest tool you have. greater than anyone else telling you. If you feel drawn to a particular starseed origin, then more than likely that's your group. But if you're looking for confirmation, or if you're curious to see if you belong to a certain starseed type, we can use a quick numeric calculation to assist you in ascertaining your starseed origin. So let's go here. I'm going to share my screen. Let's share the screen. Okay. So we're going to do a quick calculation based upon your life path number. Can you put a let me know if you can hear me? I did a test on this before, so I just want to know. Just give me a confirmation that you can hear me. Somebody in the chat, please. Can you hear me? 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 I want to make sure that you hear me. Can y'all hear me? I'm sorry, it says Shamaka. That's me. But can you hear me? Oh, great. Thank you. Wonderful. So we're going to do this really good. This is a really good exercise and it's fun. And it's also good to know what your life path number is. So your life path number represents who you are at your core. The person you are spending this lifetime learning to become. It is derived from the numbers of your birth date and influences you your entire life. Life path numbers are numbers that are similar to your sun sign in astrology. That's the sign you were born underneath. It reveals your identity, including strength, weaknesses, and talents and ambitions. So let's see what star seed type you are. So I'm going to put up, I need to take a breath. It's been such a much today, such a much. So I'm going to put this calculation up for you. All right. Here's the calculation. This is how you find out what your life path number is. You take your birthday and you add your birthday together, the numbers together. So in this case, I'm showing you 3/16/1962. So you're going to add 3 plus 1 plus 6 plus 1 plus 9 plus 6 plus 2. And in this case, it equals 28. 28, you're going to add 2 plus 8. That equals 10 in this case. Then 1 plus 0 equals 0. So in this case, the life path number in this example is 1. If you come out after you add your birth date together, if you come out to life path number 11, 22, or 33, do not reduce it. Leave it the way it is. All right. Everybody's doing good with that? You got your life path numbers? For those of you that's in the chat, I'm going to do your life numbers first. And then I'll go back and then I'll do the rest of them, okay? So let me know what your life path number is. And I'll go to that first in this demonstration. Anybody want to share what their life path number is now? Okay. I understand if you don't want to share out loud. That's cool. Um, Let me get back here and get rid of this. And now we're going to do the interaction. Okay? So let me take this off. If you are a life path number 1, a life path number 1, you are considered either an Octorian or a Lyrian. That is your starseed family. In the previous modules that we went over, it gave a description of each of these star seeds so you would be familiar with them. Okay? So if you're a life path 1, you are an Octorian or a Lyrian. If you choose that you are a life path number 2, then you are a Palladian. A Palladian. If you are a life path number 3, you are either a Syrian or an Andromedan. When you go back to the modules and listen to what characteristics either of these races have, then you would know what suits you based upon what you hear. Okay? All right. If you come out to be a life path number 4, if you are a life path number 4, you are either an Octorian or an Orion. If you are a life path number 5, you are a Lyrian or an Andromedan. If you are a life path number 6, you are a Syrian or a Venetian. How's everybody doing so far? Okay? All right. Let us continue. If you are a life path number 7, you are an Octorian. If you are a life path number 8, you are an Orion. If you are a life path number 9, you are a Palladian or a Syrian. If you are a life path number 11, you are either a Palladian or a Lyrian. If you are a life path number 22, you are an Orion. And finally, if you are a life path number 33, you are a Venetian. How's everybody doing? Is that okay? You all good? So that was the short one. That was definitely the short version of that. So you can use your life path number. I explained to you what it is. If you're coming in late, then you can just do the replay, okay? But there's something I didn't do, and I'm so sorry. I didn't start this live off in true blended healing way because I was frustrated and lots going on. So I want to thank you for coming into the site today, onto the platform. I really, truly appreciate your presence here with me, spending this time. I ask for protection over you and your family from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. I ask for protection over me from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet. And I give gratitude to the divine for everything that the divine is doing now, what the divine has done, and what the divine will be doing in the future. Ashe. And deep bow to each and every one of you. So we did the demonstration in regards to the quick way of doing it. Now we're going to go into this part of it where I'm going to give you a description. I want you to listen to my voice carefully. I want you to number your paper, if you have it, from 1 to, let's see. You would think I know this, and I do know this. It's 1 to 18. Number your paper 1 through 18. So for each description, so it's easier for you to come back to, I'm going to read a description. If it resonates with you, I want you to put a check mark next to that number. I'm going to be reading 18 descriptions. If it sounds like something that resonates with you, then I want you to put a check next to that number. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Yeah. So I'm going to give you a little bit time so you can definitely get the piece of paper, number it. Hey, Easy Solid, thank you so much for coming. I salute to you. Thank you. So I'm going to give you a little bit of time so you can number your paper from 1 to 18. 1 to 18. Salute to you. Salute. All right. Everybody's good? I want to make sure that everybody's good. I'm sorry for being late on the chat. I was in my teacher mode. So excuse me. Hi, Dee. Thank you so much for coming. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for coming. Oh, my boo, Lady K. Yeah, she's the biggest K for real, though. Thank you so much, Lady K. I appreciate you so much. I really do, doll. So, has everybody numbered their paper 1 through 18? All right, let's get it. Here is the first description. Remember, at each number, I'm going to tell you this description, and then you're going to put a check next to it if you feel as though that is you. Okay? Okay. Number one. Tell me if this sounds like you. Are you strongly drawn to the water element? Do you love all things about the ocean, beach, and bodies of water? Do you have an intense connection with whales and dolphins? Do you dream of swimming or living near lakes and oceans so sparkly they look filled with diamonds? Do you have a strong desire to ascend spiritually and help others too? Are you a compassionate person and get pleasure from helping others? Are you highly sensitive to other beings? And lastly, are you potentially empathetic? That is description number one. If it resonates with you, please check it off. Put a check next to number one. Description number two. Do you love all things scientific? Are you interested and intrigued in all things in science, chemistry, astronomy, genetics, etc.? Do you feel that you're very intelligent and mostly driven by mentality? Do you believe that you're mental but not that you are mental but not an emotional being? Are you here to learn how to love and experience emotions? Do you have a great sense of humor? Can you be filled by life? Can you be the life of the party? Do you feel that you can be that way? Are you optimistic, opinionated individuals who don't sway on their perspective easily? Have you have knowledge about a lot of different topics? Are you a self-controlled person? Do you come off cold or unemotional? Do you have interest in ancient cultures and societies? Are you able to work with different forms of technology effortlessly? That is description number two. All right, okay. We'll be waiting for you. Okay. Thank you, Easy Solid. All right, let's get back to it. All right. Oh no. Was another snafu. I can't believe it. That was another snafu that just happened. Oh my gosh. All right. So I don't know, right in the middle of broadcasting, the whole laptop just died and it's charging. But anyway, I'm sorry, guys. I really, really am. So let's get back to it. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh. This can't be happening today. This just simply cannot be happening. All right. So we are up to number three. Number three. Okay, I think I'm back. Give me one moment because everything I need is on here. And this is so simply crazy. Give me 1 second, all right, guys? I am so, so sorry. I don't know why, but you know what? The devil's a lie. The devil's a lie. I know something went wrong. Something went wrong with this StreamYard. Okay, so I'm going to be coming back up on another device. So please be patient with me. And I am so, so sorry. So, so sorry. So I'm back. So I'm getting on myself to the stream. And I am back. I am so, so sorry about that. I really am. The devil's a lie. I'm going to tell you that. The devil's a lie. I am not claiming any of this energy, and it's not going to take me out of pocket. So we were up to, let me get back to our place. We were up to number 3. Okay. Number 3. Okay. Are you a great public speaker? Do you lead others in the communities and workplaces? Are you a leader? Are you highly passionate about technology? You don't fear death. You sometimes come off a strong and you come off as arrogant or having a little bit of an ego. You are great at mathematics. You have an interest in metaphysics, particularly sacred geometry. You have a tendency of being a planner that likes to develop a plan for almost everything and stick to the plan. Are you compassionate about but seem to guard your feelings? You may show anger as a form of emotion when you feel hurt or upset. Confident. Are you confident? With a drive for success and telepathic abilities. That is number 3. Number 3. Okay. Number 4. If this resonates with you, put a check mark next to the number on your paper. This is number 4. Number 4, are you gentle in nature and meek and have meek mannerisms? Are you soft spoken and polite? Would you consider yourself a humanitarian? Are you empathetic? Do you feel and take on others' energies? Can you transmute when you are in alignment? Transmute is changing one side to the next. Okay. Um, are you tall and slender? Do you have do you have some type of Northern European ancestry in your DNA? Some people may, some people may not. Okay. Are you all about love and want to spread love to the world? Do you have high cheekbones, long limbs, strong jaw lines? Are you drawn to outer space, science fiction, astrology, stars? Are you interested in healing and metaphysics? Are you family oriented? Are you a people pleaser, sometimes to a fault? And are you a sensitive individual? If you're any of those things, please put a check mark next to number 4. Number 5. Are you drawn to science, math, and technology? Do you feel as though you are a leader in this field and the community? You don't take kindly to authority higher than yourself. You can be money hungry and manipulative. When you're in alignment and in a higher dimension, do you want to unite people and work towards a common goal? Do you consider yourself talented at leading, building, and coordinating efforts? Do you always finish what you start? Are you attracted to any different type of amphibians? Do you have a long, thin face and thin body? Do you have generally a lower body temperature? That is number 5. Number 6, are you misunderstood your whole life? Do you have your body's a little disappropriate, meaning that you're not in proportion? Um, do you have much hair on your body? Do you have an intense interest in human genetics and DNA? Do you have a lower body temperature? Do you have an interest or occupation in healing and or medicine? Do you have a photogenic memory? Are you extremely awakened spiritually? Do you have large, dark brown eyes? Are you drawn to an interest or fascination with not showing that you have problems or emotions? Do you have an issue showing your vulnerability? Do you work best with a well organized team? That is number 6. If that resonates, put a check mark. Number 7, do you have a lower body temperature? Do you find that you're being cold more often than not? Do you crave warm weather and the sun? Do you have visions and dreams of different symbols in your sleep? Are you adept to fitting in? Are you almost like a chameleon? Are you a natural leader and work well leading a team, an organization, or in government? Do you feel right being at the bottom of the hierarchy? Do you like inventing and creating new ways to accomplish old tasks? Have you been misunderstood your entire life? Have people often tell you that you are cold or void of emotions? If that resonates, put a check, number 7. Number 8, are you drawn to lost civilization and ancient cultures? Are you drawn to the star system, Sirius? Do you have love for canines, dogs, and wolves, etc.? Are you considered the salt of the earth type, spiritual individuals that also embrace the ways of the earth? Are you even keeled? Are you very hard to anger? You don't express your emotions well. You have a hard time with communication and relationships. You may appear to be closed off. Do you have intense daydreaming? Are you interested in magic, metaphysics, witchcraft, and alternative healing? Let's see. Do you have a love for science fiction books and movies? Do you maintain a few close friends instead of having many casual friends? If that's you, put a check number next to number 8. Number 9, are you do you enjoy physical labor and a hard worker? Do you take great pleasure in good and exotic things? Do you like food, beverages, and sexuality a lot? Do you have a strong connection or affinity with cats? Are you athletic in nature? Do you enjoy exercise? Have the ability to shift consciousness easily? Do you need more sleep than the typical human? Like meaning 9+ hours of sleep. Are you grounded individuals yet also risk takers? Do you feel drawn to the lost civilization of Atlantis? Do you dream of drowning in big waves? Are you drawn to the Egyptian architecture? Are you musically talented? Do you play an instrument? Do you sing well and or dance? Are you do you have an artistic nature? Do you have a version of the water element? Are you attracted to the water element? That's number 9. Number 10. Do you Here we go. Snafu time. Snafu time. Snafu time. Here we go. Number 10. Do you feel like you've been incarnating since the dawn of time? Do you have, or were you told that you have an extremely old soul? Do you have a lot of dreams and visions of flying to different places or different planes of existence or to different planets? Do you have a thin face? Do you feel a tingling or heavy or pulling sensation between your shoulder bones or blades? Are you artistic or play an instrument? Do you sing, dance, write, paint, craft, etc.? What else? Are you drawn to different shades of blue? Do you consider yourself a visionary? Do you like producing a lot of different ideals, like in reality, like positive uplifting? Does your personality about freedom, like you have to be free? And are you spiritual? If you are any of those things, put a check mark next to number 10. We're almost done. We're in the stretch. Number 11. Are you often very tall? Huh, that was weird. Are you tall should be what I should have wrote. Are you sensual and passionate? Do you have a hard time committing to one mate? Are you nurturing and compassionate? Do you consider yourself highly spiritual? Do you need to be reminded or taught how to ground yourself? Do you feel connected to the universe, your higher self, or any guides? Do you have an interest in outer space and ancient civilizations? Does some people consider you to be flighty? Do you have a huge interest in metaphysics and bringing in the new age? Are you drawn to ancient Egypt? Okay. Are people attracted to you because of your beauty and your features? Because you seem like you have a model figure. If that applies to you, check number 11. Number 12. Do you feel as though you're being drawn to another planet within the star system? Do you have a desire to advance the human race? Do you have strong connection to water and fire elements? Do you have memories and dreams of being on the surface of another planet? Number 13. Is it easy for you to talk to other people? Do you consider yourself a great communicator? Are you meek and mild in nature and mannerisms? Do you have a laid back personality? Do you have a light aura and are often thought of being pure? Do you act or look childlike or quiet or tend to stay in the background to observe other people? Do you love the sense of freedom? Have you have a strong desire to travel and explore? You can't stay in a monogamous relationship. You have a problem with that. Is that you? Do you have a commitment problem? Are you emotionally guarded and avoid conflict as much as possible? Let's see what else. Do you often find jobs in the arts and spiritual practices? Are you an artist, a magician, a teacher, a spiritual leader, a tarot reader, a writer, etc.? Do you have a carefree lifestyle? If that resonates with you, put a check mark next to 13. Number 14. Are you highly spiritual? Are you drawn to the North Star? Do you yearn to know more about the human origins and the ascension process? Do you have empathetic abilities? Let's see. Do you feel natural catastrophes like earthquakes within your body and soul sometimes? Are you in tune with the earth's energy and feel shifts in the seasons? Are you a mediator that can weigh both sides of a problem so it does not end in a fight and you end up in uniting people? Do you have memories or dreams of a lost civilization? Do you love being monogamous and make great husbands or wives? If you resonate with that, put a check mark next to number 14. Number 15. Are you all about love? Are you unconditional love? Do you feel that you have a loving nature and you're sometimes taken advantage of it because of that? Do you feel that you want nothing more in life than to have a strong relationship with others, romantic friendships, or etc.? Do you come across like having like a hippie type of an outlook? Do you like to talk about just love in general? Do you feel happier and more fulfilled when you are in a relationship, even if it's toxic? Do you feel that you're here to learn how to love others and themselves, and yourself, I should say, along with the power of free will? Are you empathetic? Can you feel the emotions of other beings, including animals and plants? Are you shy or are you introverted until you get to know people? If that's you, put a check mark next to number 15. Number 16. Is your favorite color purple or violet? Do you have a career Are you seeking a career in the scientific field? Since you were a child, did people say that you're like scary smart? Do you enjoy building and inventing things related to biology and chemistry since a young age? Hmm. Do you have knowledge and wisdom that are top priority in your life? Do you feel that people around you aren't at your level of intelligence? Do you don't like feeling of being in a crowd and you prefer being alone in a quiet place? If that's you, put a check mark next to 16. Number 17. Are you environmentally driven? Do you get into activism, or do you have a job helping the environment? Do you have memories or dreams of going into the earth or residing in the earth? Do you have memories of Atlantis and being drowned in a flood or retreating into the earth? Do you believe that you are the same as fairies who live underground according to the ancestors? Um, are you in tune with the earth cycles, seasons, and can feel nature or natural catastrophes coming and their effects? If that's you, put a check mark next to 17. And lastly, are you drawn, number 18, are you drawn to the ancient civilizations, specifically Sumner, Babylon, Akkad, Assyria? Do you feel as though your soul is ancient? Do you feel that you're older than humanity? Have a strong need for rituals in your life, both mundane and spiritual? Are you drawn to shows like Ancient Aliens? Do you have a longing to return to the skies? Do you favor the air element over the others? Okay. That was the last of it. So you got your check marks ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? Okay. Let's do the reveal. If you choose number one, let me get my little brand down here. If you chose number one, you are a Mintalking Starseed. If you chose number two, you are an Orion Starseed. If you chose number three, you are an Octorian. Oh, I'm sorry. I did that reverse. My bad, my bad. If you chose number two, you are an Orion. That's you right there. I got it in reverse. I apologize. If you chose number three, you are an Octorian. Okay. If you chose number four, wait a minute, make sure. I'm so tired. Okay. Number one, you are Mentorkin. Number two, you are an Orion. Number three, you are an Octorian. Number four, you are a Palladian. If you chose number 5, you are a draconian. If you choose number 6, you are a gray. If you chose number 7, you are a reptilian. If you chose number 8, you are a Syrian. If you chose number 9, you are a Lyrian feline. If you chose number 10, you are a Lyrian avian. If you chose number 11, you are a Venetian. If you chose number 12, you are a Martian starseed. If you chose number 13, you are an Andromedan. If you chose number 14, you are a Polarian. If you chose number 15, ooh, did I get out of everything completely? Okay, there we go. This one is a Polarian. If you chose number 15, you are a Hadron. A Hadron. If you chose number 16, you are an Alpha Centaurian. If you chose number 17, you are considered an Argathian or an inner earth being. And lastly, if you chose number 18, you are an Anunnaki. Woo! We got through it, y'all. We got through it. I know I lost a lot of people through this process, but there it is. So I want to thank you so much for coming through and allowing me to bring this information to the forefront. I hope you continue doing your research on your own galactic family. Once again, I am so sorry for all of the snafus. The devil is a lie. I kept my composure. You can keep your composure. And I just wish y'all the best. I really do. And I will see you guys back. Well, tomorrow morning, definitely at 7:30. It's a pre-recording for the morning intention set, which are all pre-recorded and they're ready to go. And then I'll see you back here soon, okay? Thank you so much for stopping through again to Blended Healing. I appreciate each and every one of you. And catch the replay. Catch the replay. Thank you so much. Be well and stay safe.